What's up, Wikimaniacs? On today's episode, we have an OP who refuses to give her seat to a pregnant woman. A girlfriend is accused of wanting to seduce her boyfriend's brother. An OP causes her sister to have a breakdown. A girlfriend doesn't want her boyfriend's kids to come over. And OP doesn't like who his girlfriend is becoming. For the Patreon exclusive stories, we have an OP who tells her sister her son isn't special. And OP implies that she pleases herself when her husband is away. If you want to hear those two stories, get ad-free episodes and bonus content, head on over to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Reddit on Wiki starts now. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What is up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Josh hosting here today. It's a kids table episode. We got Sean here with me.
Hi, happy to be here.
John is traveling America. I don't know what he's doing.
He's
right
gone
now.
to North Carolina on us.
Okay.
And I don't mean the state.
Isn't there like a hurricane going there right now?
Is there? Oh my God. I'm so sorry for the joke. But yeah, he's got no contact with us. He said, I deleted all my shit.
He did go no contact with us.
Yeah. If you're trying to reach me, fucking don't.
Also, Sean's been slow at responding because football's back. And
Football is back. Yeah. It's I'm in 3 fantasy football leagues. I won 2 out of 3 in the first week.
Hey,
not too bad.
There you go. I'm out of one of my pools already. It's been 1 week, so love that for me.
Life comes at you quick.
I'll stick to Canadian football and hockey. But anyway, are you ready to hop into... We got some juicy ones today. Are you ready for some of the stories?
Very ready.
All right, so...
Oh, wait, question.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a solution for our problem?
I do. I know what problem you're referring to is the points issue, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I figured I would do it this way because we've never had a solo episode since we've been playing this game, I don't think.
I don't think so, no.
If you get...
Or, what did we do when... Oh, yeah, no solo. Because even when you're gone and I hosted, we had Lynn's.
Yeah, so we've been covered. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, am I the asshole? I asked the question. Sean and John predict whether the person will be an asshole. If they're correct, they get a point. If they get it wrong, they don't get the point. And then at the end of the month, we tally it up, and the loser gets punished on the Patreon bonus episode. So far, Sean is down 2, I think. And what I want to do for this episode is if you get more right than you do wrong, I'll give you 1 point. And if you get them all right, I'll give you 2. And then that way, the final week of September is, a race of some sort.
Wow.
Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
John's not here to say no, so he'll find out next week when we tell him this is what happened.
Yeah, we tried to reach you, John, but went to North Carolina on us.
No contact.
What is that?
And one final thing, we've got spooky merch on the way. I hope it's out by the time this episode comes out. And I've ordered some samples for all of us, but we got Ring Ghost merch and Pump Kevin merch, which I'm going to put on the screen on YouTube if you're watching. If not, down in the links, we'll link it to it. And you can get some Halloween merch.
I will say this is Kara and Chippa erasure, and I won't stand for it.
I couldn't think of a Kara one. What would be a good Kara one?
Okay, since I have 2 cats, I was thinking
Chocolate Chippa would be a good one.
Chocolate Chippa would be good, but not spooky enough. You know what I mean?
No, it's not really spooky.
Here's what I'm thinking. What's the movie with the 2 little girls and they're twins and they're ghosts, I think, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
They want to play.
The Shining? Is that what it is?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Put my 2 cats in dresses holding hands and then merch.
I'll work on that.
Yeah, get to it.
Anyway, so yeah, that's our merch plug. The one a month we do. Go check that out. But let's hop into the first story and see if Sean can at least scrape away with a point today.
Let's try and make this interesting. Why don't we?
So this one is posted on Am I the Asshole by Swimming Midscore Contact 6122 And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Giving Up My Seat and Embarrassing the Woman Who Demanded My Seat?
No. I mean, if somebody's demanding and yelling at me for something, I'm not going to give it to them. You got to ask nicely. Yeah, I'm much less likely to be compliant if you're being a dickhead to me. So, yeah, I'll say fair. You're well within your rights to starting off strong here. Yeah, to fight back. Fuck.
Yeah, tell that woman to fuck off.
Yeah.
We're far enough into the episode I can swear, right? Yeah, hopefully.
I think so. I mean, truly, you're the boss.
That's true. I could bleep it out if I think it's not. But, all right, so you're saying not the asshole. Let's hop in and see. A few years ago, I, 16 female, lost my left leg in an accident.
Oh, I won.
You know it's a good one when the first sentence is on your side. I've been using a prosthetic leg since then, and because my family is well off, it is a pretty advanced one, to the point where it just looks like I have two normal legs whenever I wear long trousers, which I usually do because I'm really self-conscious about showing my prosthetic. These days, I can pretty much do anything I like without issue. Walking, running, going upstairs, etc. The main issue is keeping balance when there are sudden changes in movement, in places like trains and buses, which is where the topic of this post comes in. I'm also very bad when I'm on a train or like a bus. If it stops, I'm just like, whoa.
I have zero control. Even when I'm driving in a car, I hit like a tiny bump. I'm fucking everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Just flailing your arms. God.
Yeah. Like my hands aren't on the wheel. This is dangerous.
Oh, when we were in Portugal, you have to take a bus to the plane, and it was packed with everyone with their suitcase and luggage and stuff. And this driver was like, slam on the brakes, slam on the gas, slam on the brakes, slam on the gas. And we were just
standing
like,
up?
We were all standing up. There's no seats on them.
Oh.
And so like these kids just flying around the bus. I'm like, Jesus. Anyway, so I was riding the train and sat down in my seat reserved for disabled, elderly, and pregnant women. It was pretty busy, so there was no other seats available, and a few stops later, a woman came up telling me I need to move because she needs a seat and I should be sitting there. I told her I was sorry, but I needed the seat myself. She got all argumentative that I needed to just get up because the seat is meant for elderly, and I'm just a lazy child who's more than capable of standing. Oh, that is assumptions.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Why, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, I was going to get up, and now I won't.
But also, OP has a disability and are well within
which
the rights
is
to be in
even
the seat.
more power
Just
to
assuming.
her. But I'm saying if I was just me,
you'd be like,
I'd be like, I was getting up, and then you started going off on me for fucking no reason. So
yeah, just be polite to people. That's all it takes.
just be nice.
Just say, hey, I'm pregnant or whatever. I need the seat.
Yeah, do you mind getting up? I'd like to sit here. And then I'd get up.
So I apologized again and said I really need the seat to myself. She left and got the train conductor, who also told me to get up from the seat. I was really done with being treated this way now, so I rolled up my trousers, showing my prosthetic, and told her I wasn't going to move. She suddenly got very red in the face and mumbled something before she got off at the next station. I could have said I had a prosthetic right away, but it's a really touchy subject for me and makes me feel very self-conscious. That's why I wear long trousers so no one can see or know I have it. So am I the asshole?
No. You were well within your rights the whole time to sit there. As soon as she told you to get up, you did your thing. You're like, I actually need this seat. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. And you weren't rude, and you also don't have to explain anything. Like you said, a lot of assumptions from this older lady right off the bat, and you could tell by the attitude, right away, just probably not a very pleasant person to be around. No. And also, they only stayed for one stop. I mean, maybe they got off early because they were embarrassed. But I mean, surely if it's one stop, that lady didn't need it that bad.
Yeah. Yes. And I mean, you can't be the only one. There has to be other seats. So I don't know if there were other people there, she could have asked someone else if she needed it. I don't know. For me, I would never assume someone sitting in those seats doesn't need it.
It's not handicapped. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I would at least, if I did assume they weren't handicapped or needed it, I would not insert myself to be like, I need this. Now I'm I guess a capable young man. But,
yeah.
But even if I wasn't, I don't know. I think it's not worth this kind of level of embarrassment.
The confrontation.
Yeah. like even if you did need it and you felt like they weren't supposed to be there, demanding is kind of like is too strong. Just be like, oh hey, like I could really use the seat, and if they say no, just assume that they need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say this reminds me of like people who park in handicap spots that don't have any visible handicaps or whatever.
Yeah.
And then old people, I don't want to single out old people, just any other person that feels like they should be in that spot will yell at them and be like, hey, that's for, handicapped people only. And they're like, I know. That's why I fucking parked there, dude. Like,
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I understand. I have the little thing on my mirror for a reason. It's not or on my license plate or whatever. Like, they're not just handing this out to anybody.
Yeah, just absolutely wild. And it sucks because like OP got put into a position where she has to be uncomfortably explain why she needs the seat, even if it's just showing her leg. That could be very uncomfortable for her. So not only did you like quote unquote embarrass this person, like you got embarrassed by calling them out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, really shitty of that lady to do that to you. So that's one on the board for you, Sean. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
That's good. We got one here, cross posted on our subreddit this time. I did venture from our subreddit today, but this one is actually cross posted on our subreddit by Depressed Inner XIII. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Being in My Underwear Around My Boyfriend's Brother?
I took a giant bite. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. When I was looking for my stories, I was like, in what context does this happen?
Oh, you saw this one? The title?
Yeah, I saw the title. So I was very interested to see what the story was about.
I got it for you.
We're very simpatico like that, Josh. I'm always reading these titles and be like, ooh, I really hope Josh reads it.
I think we just do the same thing. We just sort by top this week,
probably,
and then scroll. And I always see
we're seeing the top 10 stories and picking the best ones.
Yeah. So what do you think? Am I the asshole for being in my underwear around my boyfriend's brother?
Boyfriend's brother. I feel like it depends on where you're at, right? If you're in your own house and they just walk in, you weren't prepared. Sometimes that happens. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh shit, let me change. So if it's somewhere where you stay, like if it's your place, then no. But if you're over at the boyfriend's place and the boyfriend lives with his brother, I would say that might be strange. But also, the brother should be able to control himself. You know what I mean? Just because, you're in your underwear, that doesn't mean,
Yeah.
You could just be, that's what you're comfortable in.
Fair enough. This one's
tough. I'm going to choose the scenario where she is surprised.
So you're saying she's not the asshole?
Yes. And then she's only in her underwear for a little bit and then goes and changes.
All right.
Then, we have angry boyfriends a lot on here, unfortunately.
Yeah. Most of our stories, actually, I think.
Yeah.
90%.
A good portion. What happened to the fucking funny stories with people wearing their fucking anal plugs to work, guys? Let's upvote some of those.
Hey,
let's bring back the anal plug stories. Yeah, we did do sawdust.
The sawdust one last week. That one was wild. All right, I will say this one. I was opposed to Reddit's decision on this one, so I'm interested to see what your take is. I won't sway you in any way, but it is an interesting one. So, I, 20 female, have been with my boyfriend for almost 3 months. I just started staying at his apartment recently for overnights. He's my first real boyfriend. I live at home with my family and we're very open. I walk around in a shirt and my underwear majority of the time, and it's not an all-girls household. I have a dad, 2 younger brothers, aged 17 and 14, and one older brother, who she doesn't say his age, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If guests stop by unannounced growing up, so be it. They'd see us in our bed wear. It's just the norm for me, and I guess I expected other people to do it as well. As you could probably imagine, I did this at my boyfriend's apartment when it was just the 2 of us, which he loved. Then, 2 days ago, his brother stopped by, and I came out of the shower in a t-shirt and cheeky underwear. Not too cheeky, as it only exposed a little. When my boyfriend saw me, he immediately whispered to me to put on some clothes, which I did. After his brother left, he was super pissed, asked me if I was trying to seduce his brother or something.
So?
Which is a
I don't
wild
think
assumption.
so. I mean, it sounds like she came out of the shower.
Yeah. Yes. So your assumption here is correct. I told him I didn't mean anything by it, just that at home I walk around like this. And he said, well, not at his house and not when we have guests. He told me I looked like I was trying to strut it for his brother. Wild. I apologized, but he was super upset and went to sleep early, which isn't like our normal sleepovers since I rarely stay over. It's been 3 days and he hasn't asked me to sleep over again. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like you were surprised. You went into the shower not knowing you were going to have a guest. And, well, I mean, it sounds like guest or no guest. You're just comfortable in what you're comfortable with. But again, it seems like, what were the age of these people? Of OP?
She's 20. I don't know how old he is. I guess we could assume the same, but I don't know.
This is kind of like a different thing, but similar scenario to poop knife, in my opinion, where it's just like something that you think is so normal because your family does it and that's how you grew up and no one ever said anything. And then, you very quickly learn that that's not the norm. And, you apologized. I mean, I think not the asshole. It's not like you were like, actually, I won't get clothes because this is what I'm comfortable in.
Yeah.
And, even though it's not your place. Yeah. I mean, I think you're fine. You immediately changed and apologized afterwards.
So that's where I fall. I absolutely think you're not the asshole. It was clearly a misunderstanding. You haven't been dating long enough to understand.
Yeah. It's only been 3 months.
Yeah. 3 months. And you said you walk around in your shirt and underwear when it's just you guys anyway. Like this is a norm when you're at his house. He loves it, you said. So it sounds like he never told you that, hey, maybe you should cover up. Or, yeah, you came out of the shower, his brother was there. He asked you to change and you put on some pants. And that's fine. Like, you're absolutely not in the wrong in that scenario. It's weird to me. Reddit deemed you're the asshole. And almost like
interesting.
A weird, like very, very strong, you're the asshole. So I'm very curious.
Wow. Wow. It's crazy that we're both in agreement, but then all of Reddit is.
A lot of our subreddit, because I went back and forth. I went to the actual post and then I checked our subreddit and most people were like, yeah, seems fine. I don't know. Then a lot of people were asking like, did she know the brother was coming over? Like there's a lot of potential context missing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know if I think it's just a misunderstanding where maybe this is just how she lives and she didn't understand that no one else does that. That's fine.
I feel like that the main thing to take away from this is as soon as she was asked to change, she did. And then as soon as the brother left, she apologized.
Yeah.
And explained. So it's like, regardless of if she knew or not, that's just her normal. Like you said, like people come over to her house, they're not changing. They're in their pajamas. Yeah.
And so for me, it was weird because it's like, I don't know. It's a lot of the comments. I'll read one of the comments just to give them a fair shake. Maybe it's us. So mobile lower score prune lower score 3207 said, I'm going to say you're the asshole. While you might be comfortable with this at home, you have to have a bit of common sense to understand that you're not at your own house and you're aware that his brother was there per your response to someone else. So I guess she knew his brother was there, but I still say, I don't know. Because for me, it's like, what's the difference really? Like if you're in a bikini going to the beach, very similar. Yeah. She's wearing a t-shirt. It's not like she's wearing nothing. I don't know. And she changed. And she changed right away when he said it was an issue. So truly, I don't understand this. Like it's almost like a Puritan mindset where it's like, oh, you can't expose skin or you'll be shot. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
And it's just like whenever that comment says like, oh, you should just know common sense. Again, exhibit poop knife. Like some people just have different familial norms.
Yeah.
And, it may be obvious to some, but I mean, she's young and in the relationship and, you haven't really seen a lot of the outside world when you're, what is she, 20?
20, yeah.
Like that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just figure she's young, used to what she grew up with, and yeah, she made right by the boyfriend by changing when asked to and apologizing. I think those are the two main things of this whole thing.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is like, it's weird how upset he got about it. You know what I mean? Like saying, "Oh, you're trying to seduce my brother." Like that's a weird thing to joke about too.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he was joking. I think he was
Okay.
dead
So
ass.
I guess yeah. That's that's me being like, even like, oh my god, that's crazy. It's crazy to me that he's even thinking that.
To jump to that assumption.
Yeah, because like, I don't know. Why are you with her then if you think that's what's going on?
Yeah.
It's so childish. So I don't know why he didn't get any flack in the comments from what I could see, but that was a bit of a red flag to me. But I don't know. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
I mean, I agree that, most people, that is common sense. If
Sure.
people are coming over, you get closed. But she already explained that's how she grew up. They never change. The brothers don't change. So she doesn't change. And, would you be okay if your girlfriend came over and your brother just got out of the shower and was wearing like boxers and a shirt? Or would you be like, "You fucking slut"? Go put some fucking pants on.
Yeah, that's what I tell my brother.
Yeah. That's what you call your brother, right?
Yeah, I call him a slut. No, I'd probably be like, "Hey, go put some pants on," but I wouldn't
Are you trying
care
to
that
seduce my girlfriend?
I wouldn't care that much because honestly, what is the difference if you're just wearing a bathing suit? In my opinion, like it's just the same amount of skin. It's just a different location. I don't know. To me, it's a very like Puritan mindset where it's just like, oh, you can't expose any skin.
Yeah. I mean, I get both sides why you would be bothered,
If she said no and was like, "No, I'm not changing. Like, I'm going to wear this," I would be like, "Okay, that's weird. Maybe we should have a conversation about that."
Yeah.
But I don't know. She changed, and I don't think it was an issue really at the end of the day.
Yeah. At the end of the day, she did what you asked.
Exactly.
She made us, she lived like she did at home because that's what she's been doing for the past 3 months, and you've been loving it.
Exactly. Yeah, that too. Well, if you want to make meals in your underwear,
If you like cheeks, you can cook this pork cheek meal.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
I see. I'm used to John. He would have said something about clapping cheeks and the
Oh, yeah.
clapping cheeks while you make your meal. That's I don't know if they'll love that.
I don't know if
ad
the
read
advertisers
intro,
want
but
that either.
We're gonna go
you know
into
what I
it
mean?
now. So you're gonna have to deal with it. We'll be right back.
Hey, boys, describe your life with one word.
Busy.
Hungry.
Funny that you say both of those, because I got the perfect solution for you. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me more about how else it'll free up some time for me.
If you're too busy to cook but still want to eat well, Factor has you covered. No prepping, no chopping, no trips to the grocery stores. Just pop in Factor's fresh, never frozen meals in the microwave, and you have delicious food waiting for you in under 2 minutes.
Only 2 minutes? So like me when I...
Hey. Stop that. With Factor, you also have 34 plus flavor-packed options to choose from every week. And if you're on your fitness grind, trying to be conscious of what you eat, Factor has calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving, or protein-plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving.
Who doesn't love gains?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Is that what WWE? Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Speaking of this, how can the Wikimaniacs gain these meal kits for them to eat?
They can head straight to factormeals.com/wiki50 and use code wiki50 to get 50% off. That's code wiki50 at factormeals.com/wiki50 to get 50% off.
And we're back. Is that the cheeks clapping?
Those are, supposed to be claps from the cheeks.
Okay, I like it.
Thank you.
So, Sean, so far, in my opinion, you're 2 for 2. It's looking good for you. Hopefully, we got some tougher
There are
ones.
3
here.
more stories left.
3 more stories, and we got the Patreon. So we'll see.
So at the very least, I need to get 1 more correct in order to get at least 1 point.
Correct. Yes. So
All right.
this one is cross-posted by Tortilla Chips, and it's, am I the asshole for not helping my sister with her new baby, which caused her to have a mental breakdown?
Ooh. These ones are always tough. Because you should help your sister, but again, not technically your responsibility.
True.
But I think you should.
Okay.
Oh, no. Here we go. This is where I lose it all.
Got some tough ones in here. We got some tough ones.
This was not a personal story, right? It's not a Wikimaniac.
Cross post. I don't have any personal stories today. So
Okay, thank God. I'll say, yeah, you suck. I think
Okay.
you're the asshole.
all right.
But I feel like this is 50-50. It could very easily be the other way.
Could go either way for sure.
Yeah, we had a whole story where we were like with the roommate baby one.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I just cannot believe the audacity of that one still. And you know me, I always forget stories, but that one, the audacity stuck with me.
yeah, the guy who claimed to be
roommate.
my roommate
It's your
had a
child,
baby.
brother.
It's your wife and your child.
That's
Don't
your
call
baby, man.
roommate. Fucking
How
weirdo.
dare you?
All right. So, my sister gave birth 3 months ago. Her husband works a lot and uses that as an excuse to be not a great parent. She should have seen this coming because he didn't cook or clean before the baby was born. He didn't whop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why it's surprising that he's still lazy man that he was before. I butchered that sentence, but we're going to move past it. Her baby never sleeps and has some minor health issues. It's a boy and he has an ear infection right now. Our parents live across the country and they wanted to retire in Florida. My sister doesn't have any friends because she's incredibly hard to get along with. Jesus.
God damn.
So when the baby was coming, she expected me to throw a baby shower, which I didn't, and I got chewed out for by my parents. And she's constantly asking me to come over and help her. She says she's overwhelmed with the baby and her health issues. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, probably should help, but also, I don't know. It's a weird situation right now. Doesn't sound like they're close. I work full time and have a husband and friends and don't want to go over there and play maid and babysitter for a sibling I don't really care for. Okay, so
God
there it
damn.
is. Jesus. I don't like kids at all either. I'm very child free. I suggested our parents go and stay with them to help out, but my brother-in-law said he doesn't want them staying in his house and they can't afford an Airbnb or a flight. Holy. Could you imagine?
I think the biggest asshole for sure is the brother-in-law.
the husband, yeah.
Yeah, he fucking sucks.
He's like, I'm not going to help, but also you can't have your parents over to help either. Jesus. My sister admitted herself to the hospital and got Baker acted, which I looked up and it's institutionalized, I guess,
Oh, no.
and sent to a psych facility. Her baby is with her husband, but he plans on dropping him off at his parents until my sister gets out of the hospital. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Jesus. My parents are nonstop chewing me out for not helping her, but I just don't understand why they think I would spend my limited free time cleaning her house or child minding. I know if the roles were reversed, she wouldn't help me. I normally have a decent relationship with my parents. We see each other at holidays, so having them yell at me has been kind of annoying. My whole life, my sister has been the type to always need help from others, but never offer any. So maybe I'm biased, but am I the asshole?
This is kind of tough.
This is a tough one.
Because I feel like, you know,
I think you kind of
I know which way John would be. He'd be like, yeah, fucking fuck her.
he would say,
Cut her off.
yeah,
She didn't treat you
which
right
one
when
is
you
it?
were young.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's what he'd
yeah,
say.
exactly right. Just knowing John. I'm interested to see if that's what he would have said. Watch him
Yeah.
comment and be like, fuck you, Sean. I would have said that.
I love
think he
kids.
would have. Yeah. I famously love children. I part of me wants to still say asshole. But it's also part of me is tough. It's a big everybody sucks.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Because one,
Literally
sister sounds
everyone.
like growing up was not great to her, which
Yeah.
made the little sister not care much for her. And then the husband sucks for obvious reasons. I don't hate the parents. I think, I'd be frustrated too. Like, Like when my cats fight, I'm just like, fucking just get along. Fuck. God damn it. I know you guys strike and hit each other, but can you just not do that? So, I understand the parents' disappointment there. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, if we're going off technicalities, if we say everyone sucks, then technically she's still an asshole. So really,
I think ones like those don't hurt. Like it's just a null story, I think. So it doesn't hurt your chances. You know what I mean?
Okay. So then officially I have 1 point.
Yes, I guess
All
so.
right.
Yes, if you're just concerned about the rules, yes, that's
right now. Yes, but now I can breathe and relax. Yeah,
But
this
yeah.
one's just tough because
it sucks. It sucks.
it's
all
just
around.
like a cycle of just dropping the ball. The sister growing up did ask for help, didn't help, which made the little sister not really care for her. It does suck that it seems like your sister thinks you'll have some sort of relationship. I mean, I assume she thinks because
why would she
asked you to throw a baby shower. So I'm thinking she thinks y'all are close.
Yeah.
So I mean that sucks that y'all have different opinions on what y'all's relationship is. But again, a lot of this stuff is just like not really your responsibility technically. But like if I were in your shoes. Yeah, if I were in your shoes, if I were you, I would have thrown the baby shower. I would have helped out with the kid. I would have done all that stuff. But again, that's not.
But you have a good,
obligation.
healthy relationship with your sisters.
Yeah, but I have a good relationship. I wasn't fucking tormented. Well, my older sister did make me think rice was roach egg. So, take
that's
that
little
with what
things,
you
though. That's not actual.
Yeah, it only cost years of people judging me for not eating rice. But
yeah, it's such a torture.
such a tortured soul I am.
But yeah, I think number one is the husband. He's the biggest asshole.
Oh,
he sounds very
I feel like we don't
abusive.
even need to talk about it. One, sounds like did not help during the pregnancy, does not help after the baby.
Well, literally
can't even take care of the baby
until
when
you get
she's
out.
gone.
Yeah.
Dropping
insane.
His parents gotta be like, no, absolutely not. You gotta fucking
fuck are you
gotta
doing?
fucking live here. What the hell? What the fuck are you talking about?
Is going on? Absolutely insane. So because it is hard for me to be like it's your responsibility because it's not, and I get like
It's not.
different family dynamics. Some people hate their sisters, don't get along with them, and that's okay. There could be reasons for that. So I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say she's again. If I was in her shoes, probably would do the same thing. But I can't say she's the asshole necessarily for not doing it. Just kind of sucks. So yeah, I don't know. Weird one, tough one. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments on this one.
What did our Reddit think? Did you read the comments or no?
A lot of people are saying the husband's a real asshole.
Yeah.
Husband's fault. I
imagine just the gaslighting and abuse that goes into him getting away with not helping out at all probably led to the institution.
Yeah. Oh, this person says, what a poor woman. She doesn't have a single shred of support. What a shame. I mean, that's fair. But it's hard to say, like, is it of her own doing? You know what I mean? Is it of her own volition where she cut everyone off earlier on in life? She could be starting a new leaf, but I don't know. There's a lot of information we don't have to just be like, she deserves help. You know what I mean? From her sister. I don't know. It's weird. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. The next one here is actually, this might be a first time I've done this, but it's cross-posted by Depressed Sinner XIII again.
Wow.
2 in a row for an episode. It's impressive. They've been busy this week.
Getting those upvotes.
Yeah, getting that karma. This one's titled, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Boyfriend I Don't Want His Daughters in My Apartment?
If you want to continue dating, I would say that's probably not the best. This is tough. I got 1 point, but I have the chance to tie it up completely.
That is true. John will be pissed if that happens.
Trying to go with the John mindset because he seems to be good at these. I'm going to say you're not the asshole.
Okay.
Because fuck them kids. I think so, yeah.
I like it. Okay. Getting into the John mindset is dangerous, Sean.
I know.
Don't go down that dark web rabbit hole where he's,
I'm somehow on Pornhub already.
I've gone through page 40.
How has this happened so fast?
God damn. Yeah. Okay. Well, so you're saying not the asshole. Let's hop into it and see if your prediction of what John would predict is correct. There we go.
Yeah, because it's your apartment. You know what I'm saying? You get to choose who's in and out.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess that is true. Let's hop into it. I'm in a dilemma here because I know that people would think I'm callous, but I don't think I am. So give me your honest opinion. So don't hold back, Sean.
I just fucking slammed my fucking heel on my metal chair leg, and it's spiky, and it hurts. Okay, anyways, continue.
What a terrible design.
Oh my God.
So I, 38 female, met my boyfriend, 36 male, at a party 4 years ago. We hit it off immediately. I told him very early on that I'm child-free. I know this is a turnoff for many men, and I don't want to lead anyone on. It's fair enough. After about a month, he told me that he had 2 children, 11 and 12 now. I freaked out because I didn't know what to do. I liked him very much, but I didn't want to be a parental figure. He said I didn't have to. He shared custody with his ex, and he and I would meet the weeks he doesn't have custody. Now he basically lives at my place the weeks his daughters are with their mother. We said I love you to each other very early on, and we decided that this arrangement worked for us, and to break up the moment it didn't work anymore. I could see myself with him forever. I love him to bits. I love our life together. I love missing him when he's with his family. And he proposed to me a month ago. I didn't know what he meant, but he said that we didn't need to get married. He just wanted me to have a ring. So weird.
Why? Men stop doing confusing shit like that?
I mean, looking at the prices, I get it. But that's a weird way to do that.
I just want you to have a ring. If you got on one knee and proposed, but then was like, but this is just for you to have the ring, not for like marriage or anything.
So confusing.
I'd be like, wait, why did you do? Why you could have just bought me a ring and not done all this?
And like, if she says yes, then that means she wants to get married, presumably. So yeah, it's a weird stipulation to put in there.
So strange.
If it is also like price wise, you can just elope. Like that, you can do that. So this is a very weird proposal. I thought it was romantic, however. Anyway, a week later, he took his girls to my place for a weekend. His ex was sick and he didn't want the girls to get infected. I asked him if he maybe wanted to be with his daughters instead, but he said that he would miss me since it's our week. I said, okay. I have met his girls on many occasions and they're very lovely, so it's no problem. I just felt a bit awkward. Last week, I got home and he had dropped his girls off in my apartment. They were in my closet trying on heels and clothes. I was freaking out, so I called him. He said, yeah, change of plans. He and his ex switched so that the girls are staying with us. When he got home, I told him he couldn't do this. If he was having problems with our arrangement, then I understand, but I still don't want children in my place. He called me an asshole because his girls have done nothing and are polite, etc. He loved me and we are engaged. Did I expect us to have 2 separate lives when we've been living together for 4 years and love each other? I'm tired of men thinking I don't really mean it when I say I don't want children. I love him and I do want to be with him, and I see our future when his girls are old and have left the home, and we could live together and even get married. But I don't think I'm being an asshole. Yes, maybe our way is not traditional, but my love for him is not lesser for it. So am I the asshole?
No, the John mindset worked. I think you know, and like you and John say, like I always find a way to link these stories to something, some sort of pop culture.
What TV show
this
or movie we got here?
This is 500 Days of Summer, baby.
Oh, rom-com.
Yeah, Zoe Deschanel Summer made it very clear at the beginning of the movie, like, hey, I don't want anything like super serious. And the guy did not take her seriously. He, they dated and then he acted like everything was, he acted like he was such a victim when, he knew that it wasn't something serious from the get-go. Growing up is realizing that Zoe Deschanel was right in that movie. Yeah, she made it very obvious. We're growing. We're all growing together.
Growing
here.
as people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she made her boundaries very clear, and then found out a month later that you had kids. I would say not a great start.
No.
And then you live a whole separate life. You guys figure out an arrangement that works, and then without your permission, the kids are just staying over unsupervised in your house, your safe space. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, you know, it's fine. You asked that one time, but then to just surprise there are kids in your home.
Yeah, like I've switched up the agreement with my ex, and now they're at our place.
Yeah,
Like,
and
right
especially
now.
that's your fiance. So like, how would she not factor into this discussion at all? You're just having
Yeah.
this decision with your ex and yourself, but not including the person who pays for that place, pays the bills, actually owns that place. You know what I mean? So it's wild not to include her when you know how you've been living the double life for however long now. So
4
you know
years.
you know how anti-kid she is. So why would you not factor that into your decision and just be like, I'm sure she'd be cool with it. And then,
Yeah,
what?
we're engaged now.
Yeah.
So I don't need to have conversation with her when I change, very big life plans.
We got to stop doing that, people. You can't, the ring doesn't change what your responsibilities in a relationship. The title of your relationship does not change, or your roles in a relationship don't change because
Yes.
of a title change.
Yes,
is what I
and
was
your
trying to say.
agreements that you've made previously.
Yeah. What I'm saying is don't stop dating your wife. Don't. Yeah, you just gotta, I don't know. It does feel icky. Like he proposed. So he
And then
feels like he
started
could
doing
just,
this.
yeah, and then started
Yeah.
doing it. It's not great. It's not good timing, brother.
No, I think it's listen, like do whatever you want. If you guys love each other, and this has been working for so long, I can't really fault her because it is an agreement that they made. It's a little naive of her not to think that she wouldn't become a parental figure in their lives. You know what I mean? Not that I'm saying it's her fault. I'm just saying like it's a strange agreement, I guess is what I'm saying. Like to be like, no, I don't want anything to do with your kids.
But if the agreement was agreed upon and has been working
Yes.
for 4 years, you can't do the switch up.
Yes, let me make it very clear. I agree with you. I think not the asshole.
Okay.
I'm just saying very naive to believe like it'll always be like, I don't know. For me, it's a little strange, but not the asshole at all because he switched up on you. You guys had this agreement for 4 years and you've made it very clear. And then he just started bringing kids over and you're like, well, this is my house. So, if this arrangement's not working, we already agreed to break up at that
Also,
point. So
where is he staying when he usually has the kids? You know what I mean? Does he not have
Unclear.
his own place? That's strange.
it is strange.
If you now have switched weekends, why wouldn't they just be at the place that they usually stay at? This feels like a trap.
It does. It honestly does. Like the ring and the weird, we don't have to get married, but you're on the hook for like this. It's weird. It
you
is
don't
very
have
icky.
to get married. What are you talking about, brother?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Why are you on your knee right now then?
Then get the fuck up and take the ring back.
You're embarrassing all of us here.
Yeah. Jesus.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I think your prediction was correct, and I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking close.
You're so close to getting it. But yeah, and weird not to have a conversation with her before bringing the kids over. Is kind of where I stand. So not the asshole. And we've got one more story coming up, as well as the Patreon bonus stories. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Sean, do you ever have trouble falling asleep at night?
Oh, I am constantly having trouble falling asleep at night, worrying about AI's drastic takeover.
Okay, well, I definitely recommend trying out therapy. A few years ago, I also used to find myself tossing and turning, worrying about finances, my terrible job, and some personal trauma that I'd gone through. Thankfully, I finally took the plunge and got therapy. Therapy allowed me a safe space to vent my negative thoughts, helped me find some mental clarity, and gave me some helpful coping strategies if I ever found myself tossing and turning.
That sounds awesome. Where can I start?
I recommend giving BetterHelp a try. BetterHelp is entirely online and designed to be convenient and flexible to suit your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and if you don't find yourself compatible with your therapist, you can switch at any time for no additional cost.
So if I have a therapist who doesn't believe in the AI overlords, I can switch?
Absolutely, buddy. So get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/RedditWiki today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RedditWiki.
Thank you, BetterHelp, for supporting this show.
And we're back. Sean, you are 3-1-1 right now.
1-1.
The middle one's like a tie scenario.
Oh, okay.
So it's a null and void one.
And then what's the other one?
Oh, wait, 3-1-0, I guess it'd be 3-1-0. That's what it is.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or 3-0-1, whatever it would be.
3-0-1, I think would be.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is in hockey. Yeah. You're right.
I know a lot about it.
So much about hockey.
I love hockey.
I'll get you into it this year, you know?
Hey, whenever those podcasts, your hockey podcast talks about wrestling, send that to me.
I'll let you know. Yeah.
I liked that.
Shout out Steve Dangle podcast. That's my Reddit on Wiki for everyone listening.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right. So this last one we got here has got an update with it. So it's a bit longer. It was posted on Best of Redditor Updates by Direct Midscore Caterpillar 77. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Girlfriend I Don't Like the Person She's Turning Into?
You end on a tricky one. Best of Redditor Updates.
The last
means
three have been tricky.
It's juicy. It means it's juicy. It's on Best of Redditor Updates.
Which way is it juicy, though?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is for all the marbles here.
No pressure.
Yeah. I mean, I could tie it up and then absolutely shit the bed next episode, which is
That's
definitely
true.
possible.
Just go 0-4.
Yeah. Shit. Oh man. Because we have so many stories like this, but both ways.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm worried about their mental health because of this or that.
So
or,
I'm going to
oh
feed her
man, I'm worried.
sawdust.
Yeah. I'm worried about the fact that they're fat. I don't like the person they're becoming.
yeah.
So it's just,
That
it's
was the
always
sawdust
just-
guy.
That is the sawdust guy.
Yeah.
So, fuck. My heart says, statistic wise, this person is an asshole.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right, but I'll just go,
You go-
statistics wise. Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
with asshole.
Boyfriend is the asshole.
Not feeling great about it.
I think you would have said that either way.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So locked in. You're saying OP is the asshole. Let's see if you get the last one correct here, Sean, for 2 points.
That's what I like to hear.
First, the backstory. My girlfriend and I have been together for 5 years and met in college. For the past 4 years, things have been great. I always thought I was the luckiest guy in the world, and she's incredibly out of my league. About a year ago, my girlfriend woke up in the middle of the night and had a panic attack. She couldn't breathe, and I ended up calling an ambulance. She has no history of panic attacks, but was really stressed at work, so we think that's what triggered it. She's currently taking time off work, which I absolutely support, but she refuses medication. The doctor recommends anxiety meds. She says that she doesn't think the medication would help when the panic attack was stress-induced. She doesn't have many friends, and I think that could be also a contributing factor. She has overall been happier, though. So far, he handled the panic attack way better than the last guy we talked about.
True. The last guy handled it like the devil himself.
Yes, like
just the worst possible
literal
fucking way
Satan.
imaginable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the last 6 months, however, she's been changing a lot about herself, and I don't know how to address it. She's dyed her hair in a natural color. She started wearing more black and dark blue. She's gotten into heavy metal and rock, and she's gone vegan. I mean, nothing wrong with going vegan. That's
Yeah, all of those things
Also,
sound
yeah.
fine. Like, not one of those things sound bad.
Yeah, now that I think about it, all of those things are okay.
All of those things are completely normal.
I'm not a huge heavy metal person, but rock's fine. Rock's normal, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if Under Oath is technically heavy metal. Screamo.
Okay.
I do enjoy some Under Oath.
Yeah, I don't really have any of those bands. I'm more of a Noah Kahn kind of guy, you know.
You mentioned him a lot.
Yeah.
You like this Mr.
I'm a bit
Khan.
of a granola girly, you know what I'm saying? I like the indie folk.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Take it down to some Mumford and Sons. They're probably not that
Hell
heavy
yeah.
anymore. I love me some
not
Mumford.
really. They're pretty big now, but
Yeah.
so I've been slowly asking her what's with her new look, new interests, and she said she met a girl online who lives in our city who is into the heavy metal scene, and she's taking a liking to it and has made many friends because of it. I was fine with the new interest and friends, but I was a little cautious because it's such a drastic change in short time. This past Friday, while she was meeting up with her friends, I asked if I could come along. She said she didn't mind, but asked if I was sure since it's not really my scene. I honestly just wanted to meet her new friends. We got to the show, and I'll admit I was kind of surprised that metalheads are really nice. Sorry, and then in brackets he says, sorry to metalheads reading this. The only person who didn't acknowledge me or talk to me was this one guy about our age. After the show, everyone was hanging out, and her attention eventually got pulled away from me. She started to talk to the one guy who never said hello to me, and maybe I missed it earlier, but talking to her was the only time I saw him smile the entire night. She also clung to him quite a bit, which made me uncomfortable. At around midnight, I couldn't find her, and I texted her saying it was getting late and that we should go. She texted back saying that she wanted to stay, and if I wanted to leave, she understood. I got angry, but just texted back, fine. She came home at 4 a.m. completely drunk. Holy shit. I was awake and pretended not to be. Saturday morning, I was very distant while she nursed a hangover. She eventually asked me if I was mad at her, and I said yes. I said I'm happy that she's not stressed anymore and meeting friends and finding new interests, but she's a completely different person than she was 6 months ago. She argued that she's the exact same person, but I countered that her 6 months ago would never have told me to go home alone at midnight while she got shit-faced with people she barely knew and come home at 4 a.m. She got defensive and we fought, and she ended up leaving, saying she was going to stay with a friend for the night. She came home Monday morning and we talked. I told her I'm worried about her, and she said she's fine. She's finally in a place where she's happy, and I should be happy for her, and if it's such a problem, then we should take a break. I was shocked that she was so willing just to throw away 5 years, and I told her as much. She shrugged and said that she has to put her happiness first, and I asked when her happiness shifted from building a life with me to partying with random people she met. She rolled her eyes and got up to leave. I told her I don't like who she's turning into, and she called me an asshole and accused me of not wanting her to be happy outside of our relationship. And then he edits, we're both 25. Am I the asshole?
I fucked up. I don't think you're that bad.
No, it seems like he's genuinely concerned. Like,
Yeah.
we get guys who are like, how do I phrase this? They feign,
Sawdust guy.
yeah,
He's
they
like,
feign
oh, it's
like they're
mental
worried.
health.
Yeah, they feign like they're worried about their significant other's well-being and health, just with some underlying like misogyny or fat phobia or whatever it happens to be. But this guy genuinely seems like he's like, this is a drastic change for you, and I'm very concerned. And like he it seemed like he was wanting to like discuss it and talk about it. And she was just like, we should just take a break, which is a weird way to go about that, especially after 5 years.
I will say this, from 20 to 25,
You change a lot.
you change a lot. That's why the Sean rule exists, y'all.
True.
So like,
That's true.
she could just be, finding herself. This is her journey. You know what I mean? It is a little scary for her to, I would say her hobbies and all that stuff should not be that alarming. That's all kind of normal stuff.
Yeah. They are pretty normal. Like, it's just like going to concerts
Yeah,
with friends.
it's-
You're 25, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
All that stuff is normal. Even going out drinking and stuff is normal.
I will
would
say, letting your significant
Yeah.
other go home alone is weird. 'Cause,
being
like,
so open to not even like walk them out or like,
yeah.
at the very least be like, oh, I want to stay. I want you to stay, instead of just being like, oh, I want to stay. You should go home then.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that's okay. It sounds like you want me to go home then. You know what I mean?
Because there are times when like we're out and like Sienna is she's much more of a social person than I am, and we'll be out later and I'll be like, oh, I feel like going home, and she'll be like, all right, let's go home, or she'll be like, oh, I actually want to stay a little bit longer, and I'll be like, all right, let's stay a little bit longer. Like, you're
Yeah.
together no matter what you're doing is kind of the idea, and so it's weird just to be like, we'll go home then. That's like,
Yeah.
it's very callous, very callous. of
Yeah.
her.
Part of me thinks that was probably wanting the break regardless.
And anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think this was the best way to do it. You probably should just spoke up and been like,
Be an adult.
hey, I'm kind of, be an adult, and just be like, hey, I'm like learning new things about myself. I feel like we should go on a break just so I can continue the journey of finding myself, who I am without you,
Wow.
et cetera, et cetera.
Is that from that movie that you mentioned, 500, whatever it was?
Have you never watched 500 Days of Summer, Josh?
I feel I have. I've watched quite a few rom-coms, and it was not like number one on my list, I guess.
That's heartbreaking for me.
Crazy Stupid Love is my favorite, I think.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a banger.
That's a great one.
I mean, what are you? You're 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
That probably just came out at a pivotal moment in my life.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, I think I'm pretty sure I've seen it, and I remember it being decent, but it's just not
decent. Oh my! You're being so rude to me right now. Decent.
I'm sorry.
Decent. Rewatch that movie. It's a great movie.
I have so
How
much
dare
other
you.
stuff I'm watching, so but I'll put it on the docket, I guess.
Disrespectful.
All the Hallmark movies are coming out soon. I'll have those to watch.
Hallmark over 500 Days of Summer. How dare you?
No, to be fair, those are not my choice. That's that's a Sienna choice, but we watch them together.
That's fair.
All right, so yeah, we basically established like he's not the asshole. She's not necessarily the asshole yet because
Yeah, they're
she's
just
going through stuff.
Yeah, they're both
Better ways to
growing up.
take-
She's
Yeah.
there's definitely a better way to do this break.
Yeah,
I think she wants the break, and this just happened to be a convenient fight that led to it.
yes. There is an update.
Oh yeah, it is best of Redditor updates. Here we go. Of course.
So we'll listen to the update and see if we stick with our no one's the asshole or if we change a bit.
Oh, please change my mind. For the love of God, be an asshole.
So the short version is we broke up. The
Good.
long version. Before I got home from work, I texted her and asked her to be home so that we could talk. When I got home, she wasn't there, so I had to wait for an hour for her to get home. I asked her plainly if she wanted to break up, and she said yes. I asked her why, and she told me it's not me, that I've been absolutely wonderful, but she's changed, and she's realized she hasn't been happy for a while, and that includes within our relationship. I was pretty hurt, honestly. I asked her why she never said anything sooner, and she said she thinks because she hadn't realized how unhappy she was until she started feeling happy again. I said she still
Damn.
should. That's a deep cut.
That's a deep wound that I don't think I'd recover from. That's tough.
That's
That's
tough.
tough.
I mean, but it's not him, right? It's
Yeah, it's just, the situation. It's-
yeah. You grow, and like you said, you change so much within those 5 years when you're 20 to 25. So, it sucks. It sucks. I'll say that. I said she still should have come to me about this earlier, and she shrugged. I asked her if she's been sleeping with that guy. She said no, but she hesitated. I asked why the hesitation and told her she might as well be honest now that the relationship is over. She said that they had kissed that night after I left and made out later, but swear it didn't go any further. I told her that's still cheating, and I wasn't even sure if I believed her. Yeah, why'd you say no? And then she's like, yeah, I actually did kiss him. It's like, that is cheating still.
Yeah.
Anyway, she rolled her eyes and said I asked for honesty, and that's what I got. Believe it or don't. I told her I wanted her out and asked her to take whatever she could now, and we'd make arrangement for her to get anything she can't get right now. She didn't even seem sorry that she cheated or that she threw away 5 years of relationship. Anyway, that's the update. This really sucks.
Yeah.
So,
I'm wrong.
yeah. I changed it to she's an asshole because that sucks. You should never
Yeah.
end the relationship if you're
Cheating is bad, y'all. Just end it, guys. Just talk.
yeah.
Just be like, hey, it's just not working for me anymore. Say something. Break
Yeah.
up. Find whatever reason you need. Just don't cheat. It feels like such an easy thing not to do. You know
It's
what
literally
I mean?
in every, like when you're a child and you're watching a TV show, like cheaters lose, like cheaters are bad. And then people grow up and are like, I'm going to cheat.
I think I could do it and still be the good guy. You can't. You're always the asshole.
No matter if you're how unhappy you are. Well, I mean, there's probably some scenarios where it's fine.
There's
but
probably some scenarios,
Yeah,
but
but-
I mean,
this guy seems like he's not a bad guy. He seems
yeah,
genuinely just, like you guys aren't compatible anymore. And that's okay.
yeah.
But just have a conversation about it is basically where we're coming from.
Damn.
All right, that is it for this episode. Wikimaniacs, what did you think? Were these people assholes? Let us know down in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or in our subreddit. If you want to hear more, please consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Unlock bonus episodes as well as extra stories every Friday and Monday. And you get to hear Sean's office tale in the Patreon exclusive.
It didn't go well.
and our thoughts on Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. So go check that out.
Serial killers?
Yes, confirmed by me.
The evidence is in the Patreon.
Not serial killers, but pieces of shit. But yeah, don't forget you can submit your own Am I the Asshole stories to us on our subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki. Thank you, Sean, for coming on this week. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. And we will see you on Monday. Bye.
Love ya.
Am I the asshole for implying to my coworker that I please myself when my husband is away?
I mean, just not work talk, right? Like, just why would you even tell your coworker? How would this come up with your coworker?